Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry, I know it's been a really long time since I last posted a video. It's almost been 3 months, but there was a topic I had been thinking about recording, and I think I've postponed it enough. I've procrastinated this enough, and this is the right time to make this video because I'm sure this is the time of the year a lot of you are thinking of creating new habits in the new year, creating goals for 2026. So hopefully this video will help you because it helped me as well. This video is based on the book The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. It's a really nice book. I do recommend reading it, but if you don't have the time to read it, you can watch this video and get some really valuable takeaways that you can implement in your daily habits that you are trying to create. Of course, my focus would be art and creativity because that's how I was reading this book. But if you're looking for habits such as doing anything meaningful, like or you want to start writing a book or create a website, anything like that, a blog, anything, I think this would be helpful because this is for everybody who wants to start something meaningful but are kind of procrastinating it for one reason or the other. So the book is divided into three parts. The first part talks about spotting resistance and how you can, figure out what is preventing you from going forward. The second part is combating resistance, and the third part talks about the higher realm once you have combated resistance and how you can go beyond. I feel there are really valuable takeaways in the book, of course. Do read it because everyone will have their own way of interpreting the book. But I will share my takeaways, and I feel I could add a few steps to this to make it easier for you to implement. So, the author does talk about spotting resistance, different ways in which you can spot resistance. What I have done is created a small workbook that can help you spot these resistance by answering some questions which help me as well. So you can download that workbook in the description below. It's free to download and you can try it out if you don't have time to read the book. So before we get into spotting resistance, I wanted to talk about what exactly is resistance. So I feel resistance is like a phase before creative block. It's a little different from creative block. Creative block happens when you've already started something creative and you've reached a point where you are lacking inspiration and you're not able to think about what next to create. But resistance happens before that. It kind of prevents you from even starting anything. So it can look like excuses actually, or it can look like ways in which you procrastinate. So in my own journey, I always wanted to create art and paint, but I used to keep procrastinating it for many different reasons. Things like I don't have enough art materials, or I don't have the training to do this, or I'm not talented enough. So I would keep saying, this is not for me, I'll procrastinate it. Maybe I need to buy the exact, professional grade paints and brushes to really get started. So these are ways in which resistance creeps in. What I can give you is like a few questions you can answer every day to help you spot this resistance. Keep answering this question till you reach a point where you can't answer it anymore and you don't find any more excuses. So, one of the questions that I have in this workbook or the Kickstart Plan is I did not create because fill in the blanks. So, do this for a week and you will start spotting a pattern and kind of see, how you kind of try and avoid doing something meaningful, or it's subconscious. So for example, what I did was on Monday I wrote down I wanted to paint. Of course, I have always wanted to paint every day, but I didn't paint. So I'll just go into the workbook, answer this question, I didn't paint because and maybe on Monday I didn't paint because I didn't have the time, I didn't find the time to do it. So what can you change on Tuesday, right? So you say that you slot some time to paint, maybe half an hour, 30 minutes, and then on Tuesday you didn't do it again. Then you answer this question again, I didn't paint today because Maybe I had to clean my cupboard out, or I spent an extra hour at work, something like that. And slowly, you will start seeing a pattern and start thinking of ways in which you can overcome this pattern, how this is resistance is coming into your life to prevent you from doing something meaningful or creative. This will help you, and there are a few other questions in the workbook as well that will help you spot resistance. The author talks a lot about this, and maybe when you read the book, you will have your own method or way to spot resistance. But the first part is spotting resistance to actually do something to overcome it. So, spot the resistance, find ways in which you are preventing yourself from creating, whether it is lack of time, whether even if you have time, you end up doing something else as an excuse, like cleaning your cupboard or spend an extra hour at work when it was not totally necessary, things like that. So, this is ways in which you can spot resistance, which will help you find a plan to overcome it. So, the second part of the book talks about combating resistance. So, for combating resistance, one of the things that really helped me was creating a sustainable routine. So, the important part in creating a routine is keeping it sustainable. So, don't aim something really high. For example, initially I would think about painting for 30 minutes every Sunday, and every Sunday even that 30 minutes somehow never happened because that routine was not sustainable, because 30 minutes was a really long time. Sundays I would end up doing something else and completely forget about it. What really worked for me was scheduling small amount of time at the same time and every day. You have to do this every day to really build a habit and get used to this instead of keeping it once a week. Even though I had created a routine of trying to paint 30 minutes every Sunday, I think that routine was not sustainable. So I spotted my resistance in this because 30 minutes was a long time. I reduced the time and split it across different days, and that really helped me. So what my routine looked like was, in the morning after breakfast, I would have 15 minutes between getting ready for work and breakfast. I would spend that 10-15 minutes just painting something really small. The point is spending that time, that 15-20 minutes, sometimes it can be even a little longer if you have that time, to paint something and really practice that every day. And if you do it every day at the same time, it becomes a habit. So there are days when you don't do it, once it becomes a habit, you will actually really miss it. So the point is creating a sustainable routine. I think that really helped me combat resistance and get to a point where I was painting naturally. I really wanted to do it, and it was not something that I would postpone or procrastinate. The other thing I really liked doing was creating a ritual around it. So whenever I would start painting, I would light a candle, and it'll really soothe and calm me down and make me realize this is the time to paint. So I used to like lighting a candle or setting up some music or listening to radio. I would actually in the morning listen to the radio, listen to the news while I'm painting for 10-15 minutes, and then quickly go and get ready for my work. Creating that kind of ritual, it gives a signal to your brain that this is the time to create. That helped me a lot. And the third thing that really helped me a lot was creating a dedicated space to paint. So initially I didn't have space to paint, and when I was spotting resistance, I was still not painting, and I was like, why am I not doing it? I have a routine, I know what I want to paint, I have a ritual, I turn on the music and things like that, and I still sometimes postpone or procrastinate painting. And I realized it was because I didn't have a dedicated place to paint. So I would highly recommend getting a small desk or a part of your room where you want to, just sit and relax and paint. It should be a dedicated space. The most important point about having that dedicated space is to have your supplies accessible in easy to reach. So even after having a dedicated space, I was sometimes postponing and procrastinating painting. That's because my art supplies were kept in a drawer or a cabinet elsewhere, so I had to go and take it out really. But if you were laying it down on your desk, keep it neatly, it'll look beautiful and it'll really invite you to start painting. So these three things: creating a sustainable routine, same time, same day, small amount of time, creating a dedicated space, and having your supplies at easily reachable area on your desk, That all helped me really overcome and combat resistance and get to a point where I was feeling confident about painting. Now, in the book, the author also talks about having a pro mindset in the second part of the book, to really combat resistance. So, that is definitely really important. So, apart from having a routine and a space and things like that, you really need to come with the mindset that yes, you can do it. If you come with a mindset that no, I'm an amateur, I don't know what to paint, I don't know how to paint, if you come with that mindset, you will not be excited to start creating something fun and that you enjoy. So come with the mindset that saying yes, I can do this. I might not be that good at it today, but I'll get better and better with practice. And even if it means taking classes, it doesn't mean that you will start painting or right away and know what to paint and things like that, right? Even if you're taking classes, it could look like a 1 hour class on Skillshare, for example, but you do only 10 minutes lessons. The lessons are short. You do one lesson a day, make that your target, and paint something along with the teacher. You don't have to do it on your own, but paint with the mindset that yes, you can do it. So what really helps is having that dedicated space, having the dedicated time, having a goal that I'll do one lesson today before I get ready for work, or any other time actually, whatever suits you. It's after work, at 7 p.m, after dinner, anything that suits you. Find a time that really works for you. Set a goal, you'll do 10 minutes or you'll do one lesson, and go with that mindset that you can do it. Don't go with the mindset that you can't do it, because that is not a pro way of thinking. And I really like the way the author puts it, Steven Pressfield, in the book, so I recommend reading it. It will give you some motivation as well. And these will all create habits and good environment for you to be creative and really produce something meaningful, and you will start seeing progress as well. I saw progress when I did this every day, every morning, and I saw progress within 6 months actually. You just need continuous regular practice to really see progress there. The third part of the book is talking about the higher realm, which is beyond resistance. I'll not talk a lot about that because I think it looks different for everybody, but I do recommend reading the books if you want to explore what the author is talking about. This whole video was more about helping you create that meaningful routine, helping you create that schedule. I have the workbook attached here as well, so whatever I have mentioned here is in the workbook, so you can just download it, print it, or if it's on your iPad, you can write those answers down. Create a routine, create a ritual, write it down in your workbook what really works for you, and if it doesn't work for you, you can always tweak it as well. So highly recommend downloading it. Read the book if you have the time, and I look forward to seeing if this has helped you. It has helped me a lot. It has helped me in my personal journey. So if it helps you, do let me know down the line, maybe 6 months, how did it help you, what changed for you. I'm really eager to see if everyone else finds it as useful as I did. So let me know in the comments below, and all the best for your creative journey. If you have creative goals for 2026, don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Follow me on Instagram for more beautiful floral watercolor tutorials, and on Skillshare for in-depth classes. I'll see you next time.